Hello, 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 my wonderful, wonderful subscribers. Kisses to all of you. I hope that you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening. I am. It's so great to be here and hang out with you guys and chit chat and so on and so on. I know it's been a minute. I got a lot going on over here in my world, and I won't be doing a live tomorrow, but we will pick back up next week. Yes, I went and got my lovely nails done. I like the blue. It's such a pretty blue. I don't know if you can see it. And then this is some kind of cat eye. I'm not really fond of that because I kind of just wished I had just did all blue. This right here is really pretty. So, yep, they're getting too long again. And, yep, it is what it is. That's that stupid stuff. We're going to talk about a few things, okay? Word on the street is that this woman that Harry hung out with back in the day, when he was in Las Vegas, has saved his underwear. That he had on the night, I guess, I don't know if they got it on or what happened, but I'm going to see if we're going to dig into some of that. But the point is that, Megan, how does it feel to know that your hubby's underwear is being sold for $250,000? Who in the hell would buy his underwear for that? What is you going to do with it? Put it in a glass case or something like that and put Harry's underwear when he was in Vegas with that chick? While Megan is going to go on this philanthropy, Women of the Year, Woman of the Year awards, Woman of the Year thing, whatever she's doing. I don't know the name of the place she's going to be attending. If it's big, I've never heard of anything, but it still doesn't, she's still a failure. Failure in a sense that Megan is not working. She's playing philanthropy, charity, and all this goodness about herself. Oh, okay. So what, we can change our thoughts about you? I got a sore on my lip, guys. Sorry. How are we going to change our thoughts about that? We can't. The drama sits there. It's just there. Anyway, I don't care what she does, what she do, who she sit next to, who she pretend that she is. Megan will always be a thug. She will always be a manipulator, a con artist, a bully, a Mimi person, and so on, and so on, and so on. She'll never be what her resume say. It's a con. It's the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. Yeah. Again. It's the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. Hey! Oh! It's the Mimi Show. It's the Mimi Show. Oh! Ho! Mimi Show. Watch out. It's the Mimi Show. Yeah. Sorry, I have a little sore on I've been biting on it. So anyway, sorry. It's there. It's the Mimi Show. Welcome to the Mimi Show. It's all about Megan. At the end of the day, and at the beginning of the day, it's always just going to be about Megan. So, word on the street is that she's going to be sitting next to, guess who? Brooke Shields. Brooke Shields hasn't worked since she was 12 in the Blue Lagoon. Now, Brooke Shields got it going on, but she's not one of them A-listers on the A-list that Meghan really, really would love to hang out with, because it's all about status and who you know when it comes to Meghan. The Beyonce concert, she's calling on the phone, talking about breaking generational curses and stuff. That's stupid stuff. So now she's going to sit on stage with a panel and going to talk about how bad we out here talking about her, and how social media has changed, and how she's going to put a stop to it. Now, if we were saying something positive, if she was doing something positive, then we probably could say something positive. But we can't say anything positive about Meghan because it's all drama. Okay, let's move on. So we talked about that. We talked about Harry's underwear. Oh, she did go skiing. And I didn't see no kids. It's spring break. It's supposed to be the family. Ain't that what? Meghan and Harry ain't spending no time with them kids. That's that stupid stuff. Word on the street is that she took the kids skiing. I didn't see Lilibet and Archie go down no ski slope. As a matter of fact, I didn't see her go down a ski slope. Not that I was looking. I don't look. If it don't pop up on my screen, I don't see it. Like Hulu, Harry's interview. I'm not going on Hulu to pay for Hulu to listen to Harry lie about his family. What else is going on? The underpants, Catherine. The conspiracy theories, the nosiness of it all, it is really, I can say this about Catherine. I can see this, I could see the curiosity. I can see the curiosity is where she is, but the downright nosiness of it all. I mean, it's like the commentators is like, they ask Kinsley a question, about Catherine missing or not being around, whatever you want to call it. And Kinsley said they told us what was going on, and that she just had surgery and that she's recovering. And when she's done recovering, she'll see you guys during Easter. That's what they told us. So that's what I'm expecting. But everybody else is running around like they didn't get the same memo. Where is she? I know there was a sighting. Oh my God. I heard Popcorn Planet had a picture of her over there, and some of his subscribers got upset. Oh, Rhonda Loves Life said, listen, she's just keeping it real. Where is Catherine? Here's the dealio. They said she has been through a surgery and she's healing at home. And when she get through, you will see her. Now, if after the date passes and we don't see Catherine, then that's when you're going to hear from me. Because I'm going off of what they said. They just like this. Tisha is not going to be doing a live tomorrow. She's got some stuff to do, whatever. And boom. Now, if I come on tomorrow, you guys are going to be shocked because I said I wasn't. But if I say I'm coming next week and you don't see me, then you can be like, where's she at? But they said y'all will see her again after Easter or during Easter. So that's when I'm expecting to see her. So I don't think she's missing these conspiracy theories. I'm not even pushing on listening to it. But I did listen to Rhonda because I wanted to hear what she had to say. And she was just saying, oopsie daisy, I have to bring it up. Whereas Catherine, no, they said Catherine was doing that. And then the commentators like to, I'm going to let you hear it. This is going to be on Piers Morgan, how they are comparing Catherine's illness and her being away to how we treat Meghan. Like if it was Meghan, Meghan would have been treated as a different kind of way. No, Meghan has left the building before and hadn't said anything. She didn't even say she was leaving the building. She just left and disappeared for 3 months, which was fine by us. It didn't seem like it was 3 months. It felt like it was 15 minutes. Anyway, I'll let you hear it yourself. What else is going on? The big brother. Catherine's uncle. Is that who he is? Catherine's uncle? Good for him. He's making money. Good for him. He doesn't owe anybody no explanation, and he shouldn't be doing da-da-da-da-da. I would have been on Big Brother too. Put me on there, and you wouldn't. They would. I would be talking about them too. Right? I'll be right there right now, still talking about what I say. What's going on with Harry and Meghan? They idiots. Over there playing stupid. I would say, have y'all heard the latest? She gonna be on a panel with Brooke Shears, lying. See, you don't know how to do it. If he really wanted to do it, he could do it. Talk about it. But he ain't said nothing. Harry coming back home. Yeah, sure. How you know? Harry called you the other day and said, "What's up?" Let me pause it and get my... Okay, here we go.
For him.
He's not, is he? He's suing over most of it. So, Candy, you and I have debated before about what went down with the Sussexes and about the race aspect to it. But there can't be much doubt, can there, if you look at it in totality, that Harry, before Meghan came along, was existing seemingly quite happily in the royal family. She comes along. There's a huge deal made of her mixed race background, which I wrote about on the wedding day as being a fantastic thing for this country, by the way, for what it's worth, as did all the other media at the time. Then it all went wrong because of their behaviour, which I never felt was racially motivated. But there can't be much doubt that Meghan brought with her a lot of drama into Harry's life, because look at what happened since he met her.
I mean, I think...
Yes, Piers Morgan, you're correct. Harry wasn't doing any of these shenanigans, these stupid stuff before Meghan, before the drama hit, before the drama stepped in and took over. When Meghan started lying and trying to manipulate William, Catherine, the Queen, everyone. But the only person she was able to manipulate is the one that's underwear has just been sold for $250,000. What they gonna do with that? He said, Piers Morgan said that the drama surrounding his friend Harry wasn't happening before drama hit the building. Boing! Not until Mimi hit the building. Boing! Oh, okay.
Firstly, there was plenty of drama in Harry's life before Meghan. Like, plenty of drama.
There was plenty of drama in Harry's life, like plenty of drama. Wasn't nothing going on in Harry's life but his regular daily stuff. I didn't hear the last time I heard about Harry was when Pippa had on her beautiful dress and they were trying to match them up some kind of way. And Harry was looking nice at the wedding, and so was she. That was the last conversation that I had about what was going on with Harry until drama stepped in, until his Mimi came to shore. And this fool, whoever he is, talking on the side of his neck, Harry had plenty of drama. No, he had drama when he was younger, when he was acting stupid, that when he had them underwear flying around. Now, yeah, he had drama going on then, but he didn't have no drama going on like this. That's that stupid stuff. We got to call it out. He know good and well Harry wasn't suing his country, running around with Jezebel trying to make her famous and losing. He's miserable. Okay.
And the idea that he was happy is clearly not true. You wrote a whole book saying he's not happy, spare, all this, etc.
Oh, okay. So he says the book Spare is trying to tell us that Harry had a whole bunch of stuff going on and that he wasn't happy and all this other stuff. That's that BS. Harry was a bachelor, doing his thing. His father wasn't looking, where's Harry? Where's Harry? Nobody cared. Harry was taking care of business and being a good citizen and still doing whatever he wanted to do. But then it came along and told him to write a book. Harry wasn't writing a book. Hey, yoo-hoo. These people that they have on their panel, Harry wrote a book. They come up with these excuses so that we can be like, oh yeah, that does make sense. Harry did write the book about how he hated it. No, it don't make sense. It makes stupidness. What makes sense is that he was doing just fine until Mimi It came along and swam ashore and told him to write a book and put his entire family in there to ruin his entire reputation and his connection to his royalty heritage. I want you to denounce your HRHs, Harry. What real woman would tell her husband to denounce his family, to go against his family, to turn his back on his family, the one that she married into? She told him to turn your back on your brother, your father, your grandmother, and your country. And so on and so on and so on. And he did it. He turned his back. And his back is still turned. For me. So when this gentleman is talking stupid, and Piers has clearly stated the facts, that his life was not in this kind of turmoil. He was not suing the Daily Mail for something that happened when he was dating Chelsea. Chelsea is married with kids and moved on. And now you trying to conjure up some stuff that happened when we were together. They wrote about us in the book. What is you doing? You running around telling us about you and your Jezebel and how everybody was so against her. And like, oh my God, poor Megan. They treated her like she was black. How does she know? Since she's always been treated like she's white. Oh, okay. She's trying to say that magazine treated her like she was black because they said she was straight out of Compton, which she was 30 minutes from Compton. Guess who told me that? Harry. Harry said she lives 30 minutes from Compton. Like he's trying to justify that she doesn't live there. That's around the corner. You do live in Compton. That's around the block. That's what we call around the block. 30 minutes. It takes me 30 minutes to get to my mama's. It takes, when my husband goes in the office, it takes him 35 minutes to get into the office one way. It's down the street.
One of these, this is actually where
But then he wrote that years after being with Meghan.
the idea that this black woman comes in and all of a sudden
Piers, he ain't gonna miss a beat. Well, you know, he wrote that just like he wrote what you're talking about after he met Meghan. So the drama still stems after he met Meghan. Everything he's doing is after Meghan. So you can't use that as an excuse, person. Sorry, I don't know his name. You can't use that as an excuse as to her not bringing the drama when she stepped into the prince's life. Because what that happened during the relationship. So, point in case. Yes, she brought the drama. Write the book, Harry. Put your sister-in-law in there. And your father. Harry didn't put anything in there about her father because he's never met him. How you gonna marry an American girl and you ain't even met her father? See, let me move on.
the drama, it's ridiculous. It's
Yeah,
not
it's-
true.
it's
He wasn't
racist.
happy, and she wanted to. That's a racist idea. Right?
Do you actually categorise her as a black woman?
Yes, she's a black woman, but she's treated as a
I
black.
mean, she's a black mother, white father. But do you think she's a black woman? Do you think people in Britain view
Yes,
her
they
as
do.
a black woman?
I think the evidence is very clear. How she was treated, how she was treated in the family, how she was treated in the press, that she was viewed as a black woman. Whether she viewed herself as a black woman when she went in, another question.
Amala-
She was certainly treated as a black woman.
Amado, what's the view over in America about Meghan Markle in particular, particularly the way she's played the race card against the royal family as the only non-white bride we've had in the royal family?
Sure. I would say for the most part, Americans are not too fond of Meghan Markle and to Mr.
Let me just stop that. That's a whole American woman that is telling you that no one is particularly fond of Meghan other than myself, other than me, other than this American. Okay? She has spoken. She wants you guys to know that no one particularly likes Meghan. Unfortunately, she brought that on herself. She can't blame anyone but herself. But watch how this young lady talks about how Meghan becomes the victim. And since she's the victim, you have to feel sorry for her.
She is biracial, much like I am biracial, and we can make the argument that she's constantly going to be seen as black, but the fact is she's a biracial woman. But I think what Meghan Markle carried with her is an idea of perpetual victimhood. She views herself as a victim because she's female. She views herself as a victim because she is black. And when you carry that sort of energy with you and you view the world through that lens, every odd look is going to be racism. Every off comment is going to be racism. Now, I can't speak to the internal dynamics of the royal family, what was said and what was not, but I do know that that's her attitude.
Yeah, see, James, my take on it, for what it's worth, it's not a new take, you'll be aware of my view of it, but I sort of felt that they actually are both equally to blame for this, but they whipped themselves into a state of perpetual victimhood, not just from their own families, but also from the media and everything.
Well, they were being attacked by the media.
Well, they're also praised a lot. They never thanked the
only
media for
at
praising
first,
them.
and then as soon as Camilla could get her oar in, allegedly.
Camilla?
The suggestion.
See, that's what they do. They try to give examples and then they give stupid examples because why must you bring up Camilla when Camilla hasn't said anything? Camilla hasn't said anything to Harry. She hasn't said anything to Meghan. She hasn't got on TV and blasted and said anything about the press, anything about her popularity or nothing. But this gentleman felt the need to bring up Camilla as if Camilla can defend herself. But this is them defending Meghan and Harry at every turn. And it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Because Camilla is not on TV talking crazy. Camilla's not talking about the family is racist. And she's suicidal. Camilla's trying to be a part of the change. Megan was never trying to be a part of the change. She was part of the problem, the issues, the bullying, the manipulation, the stuff that they needed to clear out. They needed to clear that out. Because she was not going to do anything that she promised them that she was going to do. She was going to do the opposite and raise hell. And then take Harry from you guys and then have him over here doing what makes her money. Being a victim, trashing the family, blaming everybody else, and da-da-da-da. That's why there's no more deals. That's why Netflix is done. Spotify is over. And Lemonado don't exist. And this, whatever she finna do on the weekend, this Saturday or whatever, on the panel, this panel thing that she's about to do, that's not going to change our perception. It's not going to change how we view her. Oopsie. She's put her own self in this situation. And being a philanthropist and saying you're a philanthropist and pretending like you won and pretending like you're for women's rights and for human rights and stuff like that ain't gonna get it. Because pretending doesn't get it. And you haven't showed any empathy, humbleness, nothing. She hasn't even found forgiveness for her father. He's still over being there. He's 15, 20, 30 minutes away from her being punished. But she's getting in and out of limos. Like, I mean, like just going on with her life. Like this is just wonderful. Oh, okay. Forget the daddy. She always got something to say about Harry's family, but never about her own family. Naming people in the book, and they did this to me. And they knew her the least. They didn't even know Megan that long. They knew her for 15 minutes, and now she act like she's been there for decades. She act like Elizabeth gave her the Duchess of Sussex in 1918. That's how she holding on to it. Let's see what else they saying. I'm not saying it. I'm just repeating what they saying. I'm just agreeing.
Is that she was feeding the press negative stories,
Completely
right?
untrue.
Well, have you spoken to Camilla?
I have spoken to Camilla.
Has that been through legal process? Do we know whether that is true or untrue?
What?
What I just said, is it factually true
There is
or untrue?
no evidence Camilla has ever briefed in.
So, word on the street, you hearing it, some Camilla stuff. Changing the subject, changing it away from the problem, okay? Changing the subject. This is what this is called. Changing the subject. Let's put it on Camilla. Take it off of the gruesome twosome.
One in the media
But it is
about
alleged.
Well, it's alleged by Harry.
Right, so we have to take it as an alleged offence, right? So that's what supposedly happened. So why now is the silence around
Okay, so now he's saying it's an alleged offense. It didn't really happen. Well, you should have started off that way. But no, you threw that in there like we were supposed to believe what Harry wrote in that book. Nope. Everything in that book is a lie. Because guess what? He told us that he embellished the drug use to sell books. Somebody said it. I can't get that out of my head. You embellished to sell books. You lied to your public. Okay.
so loud?
What else she
Because the
lied
palace have
There's
decided.
no silence around Kate.
Yes, there is. The palace have decided.
She had a
the
serious
news are not allowed to
abdominal
talk about
surgery.
Kate, whereas when Meghan was being
Hang on.
attacked constantly,
What's this?
nobody stood up for Meghan. The
What is
palace
it?
didn't release a statement at all. They said nothing, and Meghan continued to be attacked in the press. So I would argue that she
Why was
wasn't
she attacked?
playing a victim.
Why was
she was a victim.
Why was she and Harry attacked in the press?
Well, that's a great question. I would argue that it was racism, but I can't.
hang on,
I can
hang
only
on.
see it through my lens.
Hang on. They weren't attacked until after they got married. Right, and I know this because I was writing columns about them, praising them.
Well, so when did you change your tune? What made you decide?
I'm going to tell you. I changed my tune like the rest of the British press when after they got married, they started behaving in a weirdly, rankly hypocritical manner. They would preach about carbon footprint and climate change. Then we'd see them getting on Elton John's private plane.
Okay,
Hang on.
Piers, that's stupid.
Let me finish my point. They would.
We don't get to finish our point.
You do. They literally tweeted about the need to take poverty seriously on their Twitter.
But they have
account.
a security
On the day
issue.
she had a $500,000 baby shower in New York,
Piers,
and then flew
rich
back
people
on the
can think
Clooney
poverty's a
private jet.
problem.
In other words,
Okay, King Charles always goes on about climate change.
Fine.
Camilla's getting
Here we
a
go.
holiday.
They all get criticised.
We can all talk about
They
hypocrites.
all get criticised. You don't think Charles and Camilla have been criticised?
No, come on, Piers, you have to accept
please.
The two most criticised people in royal history were Charles and Camilla.
That is
You're not old enough to
There
remember.
was. We were over here
I-
talking
I-
about them.
I-
We were over here in the United States talking about Camilla and said, ooh, she wrong for that. With the Diane and stuff. Yeah. But she has come back a long way. And she is not in. She ain't. You can't even compare what Meghan did. You can't compare it because she destroyed lives, relationships, and continues to do that. Because the longer they stay apart, the easier it gets to pretend like, you know what, I used to have a brother, but I don't have him anymore. This is William. Like, you know what, he's gone. I'm grieving him, but I thought he would be back by now, but there's nothing I can do. So what can William do? He's holding up his hand and he can't. He's no match for her. Not when it comes to Harry doing exactly what his Jezebel tells him to do. And with his father and so on and so on. That's why that little 12-minute meeting was only 12 minutes because King Charles already know his son ain't over there for nothing but gimmicky and Play-Doh stuff. Play-Doh. I meant to say PR, but I was thinking of Kira's Play-Doh that she played with. Get out of here with them shenanigans. Get out. And if you keep danger away from you, you tend to be free from it. And it's noisy because Montecito is noisy. Meghan never wanted privacy. She lied. And that's what happens when reality hits, that she never wanted privacy. She always wanted to be top dog, and she still wants to be that. And she's not going anywhere until she hits that mark. Whether it's going to be on the everybody likes me side, or everybody just don't like me, but is curious. Because that's what side she's on right now. Curious and don't nobody like me. But the longer her shenanigans go on, the longer you think that this is really who this person is. And it's a really nastiness. It is. Moving on. Let's go back to Piers Morgan.
I remember our
and it wasn't racially motivated.
and the crimes committed against her.
Well, how old were you when Diana died?
It was 96, so I would have been just over 10, like 10.
Right, you're 10. So you weren't old enough to know what was going down,
But
right?
it was different.
I knew Diana, and I knew what went down. No one's been more vilified than Camilla in royal history. The idea that Meghan Markle got anything like the treatment that Camilla got is for the birds.
No, Piers, but I want to go to this whole fascination with them. Even when you were writing positive things, that was still about race. That was nonsense anyway. The idea that she'd come in and change the family. And when she came in and said very clearly, I want to be the face of the Commonwealth. I want to do this work, which I would have hated. In fact,
Here you go. He admits that Meghan came in here talking about what she was going to do. And so what happened? It's not your fault that you didn't succeed in your endeavors. It's not your fault that it failed and you had to leave and you did everything in your power. No. Doing everything in your power is doing what you're doing now. Keep rebranding yourself every 6 months and hoping that this rebrand is going to be it. The Sussexes. Watch out. No. Each time she comes out over and over and over again with a new brand is her trying to relaunch something new so we can change our perspective on her. Oh, she's a philanthropist. Oh, she's this great humanitarian. Oh, she cares about people's health. Oh, we gotta love her for that. But the rebranding isn't working because you can't change a zebra stripes. You can't change it. You can't change it. The inside is rotten. It's rotten to the core. There's a song or a movie, 9 to 5. You're rotten to the core. I think it was that. I was making a point and I went off into something else. She was not going to do any of the things that she said that she was going to do because she was not focused on being in the Commonwealth, helping Harry, doing what needed to be done to make a difference. Because she was ready to go so she can come over here and brand herself after she lied and said that she was coming over here for privacy and they were going to make their own money. That was clued in. They were going to make their own money. Off of what? Off of trashing the family? Giving Oprah the exclusive for $13 million? Then giving Netflix thinking they were going to get the deal but didn't? You gave it all to Oprah? Oh, yeah, and you left a little bit for Harry and his spare. No, she's working extremely hard and relentless to make sure she doesn't have to leave California ever again. She is dead focused and serious on it. She has rebranded herself every 6 months. Every 6 months she comes out with something new to show us. See? Watch me, I'm going to be a star. Now, my thing is that why you didn't work that hard when you were over there in the UK? Because you said you worked really hard, but that's not working hard. Working hard is what you're doing now at Limonado. Scraping the bottom of the barrel. Trying to make people believe that you're some saint. But rebranding and branding again, she is not giving up. She is relentless. It's all about me rebranding. All the headlines say it. She's the one said it. My rebrand is her new website showing everyone that I'm new and back out here again. It's not working, but I'm going to keep doing it until it does. 6 months ago, it didn't work, but it's a new website. It's my full bio. It's explaining everything about me, who I am, unfiltered. And you have already explained to us who you are, and we see. And nothing's going to change that. I just wanted to make that clear.
I'm so happy it went badly because that would have been the very worst thing. She clearly tried and said, look, I want to be part of this family, I want to do this. And every little thing was
She wanted to be part of this family. No, you don't. You want to be part of the fame. You want to be part of the goodies that you were going to get. The security, 24 hours, because you're pressing for it right now. You and your hubby going hard for full-time security. And then you wanted to be on the balcony. You wanted to wear the robe. You want to go in the carriage. You wanted this big wedding. You wanted all the little goody good stuff, but you didn't want to stay there and work for it. and live in a life that she promised her husband that she was going to do. But, oh, what sense does me coming up here branding make sense? Somebody need to play that. That needs to be my intro. That's it. That's my intro right there. What sense does that make? I need to hear that every day. Let me see if I can try to get that on there for us. I don't know. I'm not that savvy with it. Anyway, moving on.
This is the experience that black people have.
How do you
all of the
explain
time.
if it's
All of
just
the time.
if it's just the terrible royal family, this all-white awful group of people,
And the media.
How do you explain she's also disenfranchised from her own family on both? On both sides.
I think a better way of looking
On
at
both
that.
sides, the only member of her family on either side was her mother. She had people like George Clooney. She'd never met George
I'm not
Clooney
getting into
before
a
the
I
wedding.
don't know about a personal situation, but I do know this family and this media. There is no.
But you're blaming
fairly.
the royal family for the way they treated Meghan Markle. I'm saying, who do you blame in her family then?
It's not
Are they
about
all to blame too?
It's a completely
Because she
different.
disowned all of them as well.
Well, I would argue that she has.
The only member of her family on either side was her mother. She had people like George Clooney. She'd never met George
I'm not
Clooney
getting into
before the
I
wedding.
don't know about a personal situation, but I do know this.
He was like, I don't know. He didn't have nothing to say about that. Because it's two families. It's not three. Her father's side, her mother's side, Harry's entire family, and his mother's side too. They don't like her.
Family and this media. There is no.
But you're blaming
fairly.
the royal family for the way they treated Meghan Markle. I'm saying, who do you blame in her family then? Are they all to blame too?
It's a completely
Because she
different.
disowned all of them as well.
Well, I would argue that she has.
He asked him. He just looked like he didn't know what to say. He said, who is to blame for Meghan's side? For her treating her the other side? Are they to blame too? And he was like, that is a good question. Everybody else's fault? It's everybody else's fault. It's never anyone else's fault. It was their fault that she didn't make it as a royal. It was their fault that she lost the baby. It was their fault that Harry left. It was their fault that she wasn't in the Commonwealth or what. I mean, it's everything. It's someone else's fault. The blame and the whining and the I couldn't do it. How do you get anywhere blaming everybody else? I'm like, oh, I could never be able to take a step. Oh, it's their fault. I can't move. My leg is stuck. It's my husband's fault because he's in the living room. No, it's her fault that all this is tumbling down. And let me tell you something. Them underwear, they come in because now, once again, Harry and Meghan, they're the jokesters. They look like a joke. No one takes them seriously. Even if they wanted to act like dignitaries, they can't.
Yeah, she experienced abuse from her own family, right? Thomas Markle sold stories. Her sister is awful. We don't even need to talk hardship.
Okay. So now he lying. Now you got the other saying that they sold stories. They told stories and her sister is this and that. No, that is not correct. No, Meghan brought them up in an interview. If she had to just shut up and didn't even mention them, and she should have just said, I have a sister and da 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 da, and wouldn't have attacked them and blamed them. There we go. We're just talking about how she blames. It's Samantha's fault. It's her father's fault. It's Thomas Jr.'s fault. It's not Doria's fault.
Thomas Markle's sold interview.
It's everybody else's fault. It's the King's fault. It's the UK's fault. It is. It's the media's fault that Meghan has turned out this way. It's the royals' fault that Meghan has become this person. That all this was done to her in 15 minutes. She wasn't over there long enough. She wasn't over there long enough to make an impact, to make a statement. No, Meghan wants to be seen as this, Let me see. Is it? Hello, I'm a princess. My daughter's so. Oh, wait, I don't know. I think this one goes on her head. Yeah. Hello. Hello, I'm a princess. I left the royal family and told my husband to step down and leave his HRHs. And I was only a princess for 2 days. And now I'm over here wreaking havoc. This is episode 2.20. Okay, enough. Joke.
But
After,
you know,
after
when
they
you see,
threw him to the wolves.
when you've been in an abusive situation, you see it everywhere. And I think perhaps
An
Meghan,
abusive
when-
situation.
with
Now
Harry.
Meghan has been abused. One of my subscribers said, watch, that when she come out with her memoir, some kind of way her father abused her. Abused? How is Meghan this? See, this is that Sussex stuff, that conspiracy theory stuff. Meghan wasn't abused. Meghan came from a good, loving family for the most part. And she turned out narcissistic.
to his family and went, okay, this doesn't seem right. And she knows because she's been there.
Amala,
She's been
in
there.
America, obviously, this is where they've.
She kicked her family to the curb the same time she kicked Harry's. But she was going to be bullying and using Harry's family. She didn't need hers anymore because they had nothing else to give her. But and screw helping them out, because I ain't about helping anybody. But she's just philanthropist. But she about helping and love. And I wish I had a sister. You gonna come on national TV and tell us that you do not have a half sister? That you wish. I wish. Well, there it is. You do have one. Make amends. Fix that one. You don't want to. You threw her to the garbage. If you can throw your family away, you can throw anybody away. She threw Harry's father away. He lost his dad in this process. I lost my father in this process. I never had a sister. Well, that same sister you don't got is coming for you in November. I wish I had a sister. I wish. Kate made me cry. It was me, and she brought me flowers. The blame, the drama, the woman that came into Harry's life and flipped it the dude. Came into his world and flipped it to do. I'm gonna turn this into 2 videos because this one got too long. And then I'm going to
got their new
talk
home. They made
about
hundreds
the
of millions
underpants.
from companies like Netflix, Spotify, and so on by trashing their families. But that shtick is running out of steam. I mean, there's no doubt people's appetite in America and everywhere else is pretty low now for more of that stuff. What do they do? I mean, are they just like rent a celebrity now, or what happens to them?
I don't know. Maybe they fall into obscurity, although I don't see that actually being the case, because as much as they call for privacy and wanting to be alone, they somehow always end up in the press. She did an interview with Oprah. They did this whole Netflix documentary whilst saying that they want to keep out of the public eye and be able to lead their own lives with their families. They continue to complain about the racism faced in a family that they are seemingly no longer a part of. So I'm not sure where they go next from here. There will be some other victim card to play eventually, though.
I think that is absolutely guaranteed. On a separate point, Amala, interestingly over here, TMZ in America broke.
They said soon she'll make up something else, a car chase, paparazzi doing something to you. There's more victimhood to go around. Oh, they're coming after me. We need security. We need the 24-hour security. We need see the drones.
An exclusive with the first picture of Kate, the Princess of Wales, in a car with her mother, apparently maybe on the school run. Now, in the UK, those those pictures have not appeared because of an understanding between the media and the palace, the terrible media, James,
Which protects some and don't protect others.
Actually, exactly the same rules would have
Exactly
applied to the Sussexes, by the way, with their kids. Exactly the same. But the deal was they couldn't be published here. I was trying to think in America, it would be unthinkable, wouldn't it, if say the wife of a president was having recuperation from surgery and was caught by photographers. Unthinkable that everyone but Americans would see that picture. Because everyone outside of the UK has seen this picture of the Princess of Wales, apart from the people here who actually pay the money through taxation for the royal family.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I don't think that would ever happen in the United States. I think Americans would know about that immediately. No, I don't know exactly how that works in the UK and why that has been...
Ain't nothing private. If Kate Toe is sticking out that front door and a paparazzi snap it, it's going to be on CNN.
held from you, but I can assure you we would know.
One thing that happened here, Kehinde, this is this producer of a West End show, Slave Play, which features a Game of Thrones stuff.
Okay, guys, listen, that was wonderful. I hope you enjoyed it. Listen, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We're stuck, guys. We're stuck at 3.93. We need 4,000 subscribers. A couple of more hundreds, okay? Kisses to all of you. Sorry about tomorrow. I got some stuff I got to take care of. It's a legal matter, and it's me doing the going after, and I just need to get my my stuff together. So kisses to all of you. Thank you so much for your love and your support. My husband says hello, and I'm learning how to do this member thing because I want to add some of you guys, you know, so you can be a part of the member thing, my member show. It's kind of fun. Me and my husband over there doing funny stuff. But anyway, listen, love you guys. Kisses. Sorry I'm not popping out a video every day, but just a lot's going on. But I miss you guys and love you. And my favorite part of hanging out with you is your comments. Please, please leave me some comments. Make them good and send them my way because you guys make me smile, laugh, and you warm my heart. Kisses. I'll see you in a moment.